All right, everyone. Well, we are here with Shri Ramamurthy. Did I get it? Sort of?
Yeah.
Shri is class of 2006, and he's now working for Deloitte Consulting.
Correct.
When you were here at Syracuse, what did you think you might be doing? You were studying computer science.
Yeah, I was studying computer science. I was taking a lot of technical courses, mostly around like writing software, coding.
Right.
I thought I would be writing code for some company, sitting in a cubicle, just typing it away.
And it couldn't really be much more different than that, what you're doing now.
Pretty much. It's kind of like night and day right now. It's very different than what I do. My job role basically changes every 3 months, and from a day-to-day perspective, it's very different. Every day is a new day.
So is there an easy answer to the word, what does it mean to be a consultant? Because I think a lot of students know, I want to be a consultant, or being a consultant, that sounds good. But in your mind, what does that mean?
So it's a very common term, but I think at the base, I think consultants are meant to solve problems for clients, right?
Right.
When clients can't solve certain problems by themselves, they call consultants and ask them to help out. So at the end of the day, I think we measure ourselves based on how well do we solve the problem and how well our clients are able to get business value out of it.
Now, Deloitte Consulting is such a popular company with students. I mean, I meet with them all the time.
Yeah.
Our counselors meet with them. Deloitte is such a company that's so well known. What kinds of majors are you looking for? I think there may be some misconceptions that there's only certain majors that can be consultants. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so the very funny thing is when you say Deloitte, people generally think it's the big four auditing firm, right? So that's what people think. So we are like Pricewaterhouse and every other auditing firm out there.
Right.
But a major part of Deloitte, what we do is we also do consulting. So we do both technology consulting and also we do strategy and operations, which is just pure business and process consulting.
Okay.
So from the technology consulting side, we hire engineering majors, IS majors, we hire people even from Newhouse with design majors. So
really?
yeah, even people with a little bit of sciences background is good. So anybody who has that technical aptitude, but at the same time who wants to build a career in technology and is really, really fascinated to work in the intersection of business and technology, I think they can definitely look into Deloitte Consulting.
Now, when you're out on the road, you probably meet a lot of students, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What is it about a student that will stick in your mind? Who do you remember? You know, for the standout students, I mean, how would you describe that standout?
So a lot of people think it's usually the scores, the test scores and GPAs and the courses that they take, but it's really not. It's basically their personality and how well they can communicate. That's what stands out. Because at the end of the day, I think we are in a people's business, and if the person can really communicate and articulate a point, whether it's a problem or a solution, I think that really helps in consulting. So we ask ourselves, every time we hire a college graduate is, can we sit with this person in a conversation, whether it's a bar or it's an airport, and can we have a meaningful discussion with him? So that's always our benchmark that we try to hit. Because
they're the people you're putting forth in front of your clients, so you want to make sure that these are people who can have conversations. And
correct. Yeah, just like how we are having here.
Right. Okay. So what would you say maybe would be your one piece of advice to a student who knows, I want to be sitting where Shri is right now in 5 years. I want to be working for Deloitte Consulting. Is there something that they could be doing here? Is there a class that you took, a group you got involved with, something you did after you graduated that is a key piece of advice?
I think that's a very good question. I think one of the key things that we look for is extracurriculars, because I think the other side projects, extracurricular activities that you engage while you take courses says a lot about how you spend your time and what priorities do you set for yourself. So when I was here as a student, I worked at both CMS, which is the Computing and Media Services here, doing some lab assistant admin work, and I also worked with a couple of professors doing some research and project work for them outside of the coursework.
Right.
So all that definitely helped make a case, I would say, when I applied to Deloitte. So similarly, any student who's seeing this, who's doing a lot of side projects, whether it's for design-oriented or media-oriented, outside of the coursework, who's doing a lot of voluntary work with local organizations or diversity initiatives, I think that's always stands out for a student.
And I'd imagine that too helps them with their people skills. I mean, if you're sitting
Yeah.
in your dorm room studying constantly, we like that.
Right.
That's good to do well in school, but getting out there in front of people probably is huge for you.
Yeah, it's a people's business. So we are in the business of developing and, you know, facing people. So any way that you could demonstrate that you're a very extroverted person, that you like engaging with people, and you've done some of this consulting type of work,
Right.
you know, engaging with people, that's always a plus. That always stands out in the application process.
All right, fantastic.
Excellent.
Sri Ramamurthy,
Thank you.
sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
Class of 2006, now working for Deloitte Consulting. Thanks so much.
Thank you.